and that they be provided with a standby emergency chopper just in case one of them is overwhelmed by the coronavirus following the death of Matungu Member of Parliament Justus Murunga. The demand made by Kwanza MP Ferdinand Wanyonyi, seen as insensitive by doctors while appearing before the National Assembly Committee on Health, made public their pain at the frontline. Alan Ochanda reports.
As Kenyans brace the pangs of the coronavirus pandemic, healthcare workers who are serving lives at the front line are now threatening to stay away from work. KMPD officials, while appearing before the National Assembly Committee on Health, shed light on their plight. The harrowing experience getting emotional.
We have cried a lot. We have died. We have really suffered. We have been abused. We have been used by this government. We consider ourselves children of a lesser God. We have 18 days to avert this strike. On 7th of December, we shall stay at home.
Politics is not logical. So please, let's not even mention things that bring politics in our hearts so that we deal. When we are supporting doctors, it's not because they're special, it's because without them, Kenyans are dying.
The tears, to many, may however be insincere, as Kwanza Member of Parliament Ferdinand Wanyonyi, a member of the very National Assembly, was on Tuesday quoted imploring upon the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, to ensure members of Parliament have a standby emergency chopper for their evacuation once any of them is overwhelmed by the virus. This coming in the wake of the doctors' cry for lack of PPEs, delayed salaries and allowances.
Solidarity forever.
KMPDU regional branches already marshalling their members to down tools. Elgeyo Marakwet and Bomet under Davji Atela blaming county governments.
This is quite unfortunate because we'll have all the cadres and all the specialists and consultants out. And this is brought about by the failure of the county government of Bomet to, number one, implement the CBA of 2017, which was signed by the county on 6th of October. We've tried to negotiate with the county, but the county has totally failed to implement this particular CBA.
I appeal to the national government to ensure that this money is released in time, so that we don't find ourselves with the crisis where workers have not been paid for 1 or 2 months.
In the midst of the war, and some of the frontline soldiers are already wounded, with some now threatening to down their tools due to lack of PPEs at their places of work and delayed salaries, thus threatening the war against the pandemic. Alan Ochanda, KTN News.
So that chopper question and the ordeal of healthcare workers is the reason we are speaking to Daisy Mdanyi, Executive Director, Community Advocacy and Awareness Trust, to pick her mind on the state of health in Kenya. And thank you so much, Daisy, for talking to us here on KTN News Center. You're talking to Brenda Z.